Hi guys, welcome back to Tech Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about Trello versus Monday.com. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now before we get started, if you're looking for a CRM software, Monday.com is now leading in all-in-one project management. Click the link in the description below to sign up for free today. Now let's get started. We will be comparing Trello and Monday.com side by side. So let's start with Trello. Now, when you first create your account, this is where you're going to land. And you have your boards over here. Monday.com also has its boards, which is this one's over here on the left side. And in Trello, you have no default yet. You won't be able to create at the start of your creation of account. But in Monday.com, you are required to already create a project upon creating your account. And over here, we have some boards, highlights, views, and members. You could add members in Trello so that you could work together with multiple people in one project or multiple projects. And you could simply add them by adding their email address or name inside of Trello. And aside from that, you will be also able to add on Monday.com as well team members. So you could also collaborate in Monday.com, not just in Trello. So you could do that by clicking on invite over here as well. And you will be able to invite anyone as long as you add their email into your Monday.com project. So let's go and check out and create our first board in Trello and actually compare our board over here in Monday.com. So in Trello, we have the freedom to create some unique backgrounds over here, but I prefer a very simple background. There we go. So for our board title, let's simply go with trial for now. Then you have your workspace. You can create a new workspace or use the Trello workspace. And then you have your visibility if you want it to be seen by private, or which means only you or specific members, workspace or public. So let's click on create. And there we go. Now we have our part over here. We are able to change the way we view our different data from board to table, calendar, timeline, dashboard, and map. We are also able to do that with our Monday.com over here, where you could do views with table, Gantt chart, calendar, Kanban, files, gallery, form, and black view. And over here, let's click on add a list over here. So let's say project. Click on add list and you will be able to have a group over here. You could think of this as a group where you could add multiple types of task or card into this part. So over here, let's say project number 1, click on add cards. Then over here, project number 2, something like that, if you get my point. Then you could have multiple cards under a single project. You could also create a template over here, which would allow you to have a template. You could modify this if you want as well. You could edit the labels, change members, change cover, move, copy, edit it, or archive it. You could add card and many more. You could simply click on another list, which will allow you to add another one. And this is like the default. You have board, and there's not much you could do, to be honest, for me, with what I'm seeing right now. There are a lot of things that you could do, especially if you're using templates. For example, you have company overview over here. Let's check out a template over here. Click on create. And this is what a template would look like. As you can see, you will be able to manage different type of projects, as you can see, which are this one. Then you can move them around. And it's very easy to use, especially for a beginner. You could, like I mentioned earlier, categorize and group together different things. This one is called current projects. Then you have your teams over here, and then you can select one, and then you will be able to see multiple or like expanded versions of it, as you can see here. And you can do the same thing with other, or when you start from scratch, as you can see here. And it's very easy to navigate and very easy to monitor your different items. Now in Monday.com, it has a better presentation, to be honest, compared to this one. When I was creating one over here, even you guys might be confused on like what's happening, what's this, what's that. And it takes a lot of build up or like a lot of setup for you to be able to actually understand what we're trying to build in Trello. And in Monday.com, when you create a new one, so let's click a new item over here, a new board, you already have the gist or like an idea on what is happening because there's some proper labels. The different things are placed together. You won't be confused as much. As you can see, this is a new board, so you already know that this is a group based on the title. And then you have your items over here. Then you have your status, person, date. You could add different things to view like timeline, numbers, tags, date, text, files, dependency, connect, formula, priority, drop down, and label over here. You will be able to easily add items by simply typing them here. Item number 4, I guess. Click on enter and it will be added there. And then over here, what we did was add card. It's a very similar process. And you will be able to like add some things over here. If you select a specific project, you will be able to add like a description, members, labels, checklists, dates, attached, cover, custom fields, power-ups, and many more. In Monday.com, you will be able to do something similar. If you click on an item, you will be able to like add an update, which would allow you to communicate with your team members. You could write to each other like what's happening here, what's happening there, something like that. You will be able to add some files and check out some activity logs. You could do other things as well. You could click on expand sub items over here, which would allow you to add some sub tasks on items. So for example, for item number 4, you could add sub item 4, something like that. You will be able to add some sub tasks. So this one is the main task, and then you have a minor task that will allow you to build and finish off the main task. And based on what we're seeing right now, Trello is really good as well, yes. But for a beginner like me, I would prefer using Monday.com because I could understand the UI and the way things work much easier. And I could integrate it, I could automate it, everything is here. And in Trello, yes, you could do that as well, you could do those, but setting it up like what we did with the trial over here might be very confusing. And especially if you're not using a template, it might confuse a lot of people on how to begin it and how to use it with different things. We could also check out the project management over here. Let's create this. Let's see the project management version. This is what the project management of Trello, the template, this is what they have. And Monday.com is currently already a project manager or product management because I'm using the work management version of Monday.com, which is specifically for that output, which will allow you to, manage some different projects. And it's still the same thing. You are able to easily navigate, easily use the different items, while in Trello, it's a bit confusing for me. Yes, I could move things around very easily, something like that. But I prefer the way Monday.com is set up. It's more cleaner for me. You could do some moving, similarly with what we did here. So you're not really losing out or losing anything if you chose Monday.com over Trello. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.